Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Dear student, Assalamu alaikum. Hope you all will be fine and doing great. Today is our almost 12th lecture, I think. Before lockdown, we have discussed the course of spectroscopy in almost 10 to 11 lectures have been delivered, in which we discuss the introduction of spectroscopy and then introduction the principle of spectroscopy, that is based on the Beer-Lambert law, and then the limitations of the Beer-Lambert law, derivation was discussed, and the types of the different spectroscopic techniques will be discussed. Today we start the instrumentation and function of spectrophotometer. Spectroscopy, dear students, all you know, it's a major class of analytical methods that is based on the interaction of electromagnetic radiation with the matter, which form the basis of spectroscopy. This is an approach that is used for qualitative as well as for quantitative analysis, and the spectroscopy in the beginning was applied only for qualitative purpose, but with the rapid development in quantum mechanics and in electronics in the early years of the 20th century brought a major revolution in the analytical technique based on the use of spectroscopes. So the spectroscopes, the instrumentation of spectroscopy is spectrometer or spectrophotometer. In case of spectrophotometer, it is an instrument used for investigation the amount of light absorbed by a sample is called the spectrophotometer. Different instruments are used for measuring the absorbance in different spectral regions, depending on the type of its wavelength selector and detector. I use the term spectrometer, and here I mentioned the spectrophotometer. Do you think any difference between spectrometer and the spectrophotometer? Spectrometer is generally, it is named the instrument that is used to measure the intensity of radiation transmitted by the sample, or in other words you can say, in spectrometer, the spectrometer measures the emission radiation that was emitted by the sample. It is not regarded an instrument that is used to measure the absorption. Here I mentioned the spectrophotometer. The spectrophotometer is usually based on measuring the absorption of radiation, the radiation that was absorbed by the sample. Another term that is used is the spectrograph. The अभी तक हमने डिस्कस किया spectrophotometer, spectrometer. The third one term that is used for the instrumentation in the spectroscopy is the spectrograph. The spectrograph is an instrument that use a photographic plate as a detector to measure the intensity of transmitted radiation. Okay, I repeat here, the spectrograph is an instrument uses a photographic plate as a detector to measure the intensity of transmitted radiation. And if the instrument is equipped with a filter to provide radiation of the required wavelength, is called the photometer. Then we'll say this is the photometer. Okay, got it? The photometer cannot scan the wavelength automatically. Photometer meant for the visible region is called colorimeter. Photometer is an instrument where the filters are available to provide the radiation of required wavelength, and if the filter has in the range of visible region, so we'll say this is the colorimeter. Okay, so the instrument, the modern version, the advanced version of all these spectrometers, spectrograph, photometer, colorimeter is the spectrophotometer. Spectrophotometer is an instrument in which a monochromator is used as a wavelength selector. And the spectrophotometer, the wavelength of radiation can either be fixed or it can be scanned for qualitative analysis. So on the basis of the interaction between the matter and the energy can be classified as atomic absorption spectrophotometer, UV spectrophotometer, IR spectrophotometer, NMR spectrophotometer, mass spectrometer. The above four spectrophotometer are known as, these spectroscopic techniques are known as the non-destructive technique. Atomic absorption, UV visible, IR and NMR are known as non-destructive technique. The reason is the sample under study is the sample under study can be never be destroyed and can be analyzed for any further analysis. Mass spectrometer is a destructive technique. Sample is fragmentized, destroyed, and can never be studied again. The first one is the atomic absorption spectrophotometer. This is the atomic spectroscopy. Based on the atomic, atoms are studied. But the course over here is the molecular spectroscopy. So the UV visible spectrophotometer, we will study it first. The instrumentation of UV visible spectrophotometer. The instrument based on the different equipment, the basic components, or you can say the basic components of the UV visible spectrophotometer or any spectrophotometer is the light source, monochromator, sample tube and detector. Okay, is this light source, electromagnetic source of electromagnetic radiation, or the monochromator. On the basis of the monochromator may be a simple filter, may be prism, may be gelatin or diffraction grating, and the sample tube and the detector may be phototube, photomultiplier tube, diode array. On the basis of these components, the sensitivity and the selectivity of the spectrophotometer is defined. The first one is the UV visible spectrophotometer. If we talk about the UV visible spectrophotometer, this is a typical dispersive type of UV visible spectrophotometer, has two basic designs. It may be single beam spectrophotometer or may be double beam UV visible spectrophotometer. Single beam UV visible spectrophotometer. Single beam, the schematic diagram of single beam UV visible spectrophotometer is over here. The first part on which the spectrophotometer was consist of the light source. There are the two light sources, deuterium lamp and the tungsten lamp. The light source from the light from the light source come to the collimating convex lenses, pass through the monochromator, and after passing to the monochromator in a single beam spectrophotometer, it is passed through the cuvette or sample tube, and from the cuvette it was directly passes through the detector, that is a photocell, and from the photocell it goes to the readout device, that is the galvanometer. In the single beam UV visible spectrophotometer, absorption of reference and sample solution is measured alternatively by passing single beam of light. This is the single path where we put firstly the reference solution and check the absorption. In case of reference solution, if it is water, the reference solution may be the solution in which your solute is dissolved. It may be the solvent or may be water. To check, to calibrate the instrument, you will use the water to check its calibration. In case of water, the absorption will be 0 and the transmittance will be 100. Okay. Then after analysis of the reference solution, the sample solution will be put in the compartment, sample compartment, and measure the absorption on the readout device. Now the spectrophotometer, single beam spectrophotometer may be single channel spectrophotometer or may be multi-channel single beam spectrophotometer. In single channel, the simple colorimeter that is equipped with interchangeable color filters, while the multi-channel type single beam UV visible spectrophotometer allows the simultaneously measurement of all wavelengths. These are the two different types of single beam UV visible spectrophotometer. Now the double beam, second type of UV visible spectrophotometer is double beam UV visible spectrophotometer. The double beam UV visible spectrophotometer, you can observe that from light source to monochromator, there is no difference between the single beam and the double beam spectrophotometer. In the single beam, after monochromator, the single light beam pass to the sample solution and then go to the detector. But in case of double beam UV visible spectrophotometer, it has two beams of light. There is a chopper that chop this light coming from the monochromator into the two, it's split into the two parts. One passes to the sample cell and the other passes to the reference cell. One passing through a reference solution and other passing through the sample solution. And the absorption occurring in solvent or reference is automatically corrected. This may be used at a fixed wavelength as well as to scan through the spectral region. Okay, got it? Double beam instrument, the difference was this chopping device. Now we will study in detail. The double beam instrument looks like its single beam counterpart up to monochromator, as we have discussed. In double beam spectrophotometer, after the beam coming out of the monochromator is either split or chopped. Now the chopping is the modern instrument that is used in the modern UV visible spectrophotometer to split the beam of light into two beams that enter the sample compartment. The beam is split in two halves via a half silvered quartz mirror. This is the half silvered quartz mirror, which act as the beam splitter, optical beam splitter. In the chopper version of the double beam instrument, the above beam splitter is replaced by rotating segmented wheel. The chopper disc is made up of number of different segments. This chopper disc may be made up of different segments. Here is the one example is pasted over here. It is divided into three parts. This is the mirror section or silvered silvered quartz mirror. The light coming from the diffraction grating or monochromator and slit assembly will strike the rotating disc. Light from the monochromator, this is a light coming from the monochromator that strike the rotating disc. Chopping device से ये strike करेगी and three things may be happen. The first one क्या हो सकता है? If it hits the transparent section, this is the transparent section, it will go straight through the cell containing the sample, then bounced by a mirror and then onto the second rotating disc that bounce it to the detector. Okay, light if strike with the transparent section, then it pass to the sample cell, and if this light that comes from the monochromator hits the mirror section, this is the mirror section of the first operating disc, it is bounced down after the mirror, bounced down after the mirror, it passes through the reference cell. Finally, the light gets to the second disc, which is rotating in such a way that it meets the transparent section. It goes straight through the detector. The third thing that may happen with this chopping device, the light meets the first disc at the black section. This black section, light hit with this black section, it is blocked for a very short while and no light pass through the spectrometer. This allows the computer to make dark current measurement baseline, which is an allowance for any current generated by the detector in the absence of any light, a form of zero measurement. You can say this may increase the sensitivity of the instrument, or this is the automation of the instrument, that the correction is made automatically. The samples contain a solution of the substance you are testing, usually a dilute solution होता है वो. The solvent is chosen so that it does not absorb any significant amount of light in the wavelength range of the interest. We are discussed before. The reference cell contains only the pure solvent. Now, even with a double beam instrument, a background correction must still be performed before the measurement of any sample. The background correction, this third step is used for background correction that must still be performed before the measurement of any sample. Okay, hopefully you will understand the function of chopper in the double beam spectrophotometer. That makes a big difference between the single beam and the double beam instrumentation of single beam and double beam spectrophotometer. Now, how this optical design, either may be single beam or the double beam optical design, affect instrument time stability. Here is a graph. This shows the absorbance and x-axis shows the time scale. This red line shows the absorption by the double beam spectrophotometer with the passage of time, and this blue line shows the absorption of sample studied using a single beam spectrophotometer after passing the 1 hour at 5-second interval. The fluctuation in the measurement can be compared between the single beam and the double beam spectrophotometer. This line has less time variability than the single beam. टाइम गुजरने के साथ साथ जो एब्जॉर्प्शन में वेरिएशन है वो यहाँ पे बहुत कम है एज कंपेयर टू द सिंगल बीम. This means the double beam system provides more stable measurement than the single beam system. This single beam system requires waiting until the light source and the detector stabilize, or you may say the instrument required warm up time before the analysis in case of single beam, but in case of not the double beam. At the end, the spectra obtained by the UV visible spectrophotometer is of this type. It is a plot of absorbance versus the wavelength of incident light along the x-axis. This is known as the absorption spectrum. The value of the wavelength where the absorption is maximum is known as the lambda max. And lambda max is the characteristic property of a substance, of any substance, and is used for the qualitative analysis. It is used for the qualitative analysis. And by knowing the amount of lambda max, then another analysis is possible, that we may analyze the sample quantitatively by studying the absorption at a specific wavelength for different solutions having different concentrations. Now the comparison of single and the double beam spectrophotometer. As the complication or the instrument become more sensitive, the cost increases. So the single beam instrument are cheap as compared to the double beam, are expensive. High energy throughput due to non-splitting of source beam result in high sensitivity of detection. While in modern improvements automation increase हो जाती है, as a result the better level of detection as compared to the single beam spectrophotometer. Instability due to lack of compensation for disturbance like electronic circuit fluctuation, voltage fluctuation, mechanical component instability, or drift in energy of light sources make abnormal fluctuation in the results. While in case of double beam spectrophotometer, because the sample beam and the reference beam passes at a time, so this mechanical components instability, electronic fluctuation, voltage fluctuation are minimized. And as we have already discussed, the little or no lamp warm up time is required, that increase the throughput of the result, but also not only it improve the throughput of the result, but also conserve the lamp life. As a result, the results obtained by the double beam spectrophotometer are reproducible, while as compared to the double beam, single beam spectrophotometer results are less reproducible. Hopefully you have understand the instrumentation of double beam and the single beam spectrophotometer. In case of any query, you can email me, WhatsApp, or can contact me by any communication way as you feel easy. Okay, take care. Allah Hafiz.